live. You know, we didn't really got to start talking till somebody come up in here. So now it's live. So I tagged the video so people would see it. So if people come in there, you'll see it on the side. Let's see if the video is on
there. Well, that PBC lineup is.
Man, I just saw though they said that Matisse fight did better than Errol Spence's and Lamont Peterson's. Man, you believe that? I mean, I guess it's possible because some people still like HBO, right? So
yeah, but if that's true, that's interesting because Matisse been out of action. That guy, the guy he fought, nobody really knew him like that. And then the result of it, I mean, they had already paid by that point. But I'm just saying, it definitely was a crazy outcome.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe that they want Matisse to get a belt that bad. That's the thing about boxing. What did they get?
What's the angle with him getting the belt? Like, he ain't even really like a natural welterweight. So why waste time trying to get somebody to fall for him? You know what I mean?
Right.
And because we know even if they put him in the mix with somebody like Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, they would take him out. So
Matisse, take Matisse out.
I think take Matisse out, man.
Because he older now.
Because he older, yeah.
I mean, he never was a great boxer. He just had that power.
He just had power, yeah.
That power. That power. I mean, he stopped Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson kind of in his prime, in his prime.
Yeah. In that post, Victor Postal stopped him, so it's kind of like, Errol Spence power going to take him out,
Postal stopped Matisse?
Yeah, he stopped him, yeah. He stopped
wow, him. He what? I mean, he wasn't defending himself no more.
It was kind of I know he got knocked down. It was kind of a knockout. He got back up, I think, but it was a knockout though. He was hurt.
Oh wow. I didn't know that. But it's still another name in the mix. They was 140. Matisse last
yeah, it was 140. 140. Yeah.
Lomachenko calling out Linares.
Yeah, he calling him out, and shoot, he might call Robert Eastjob because
But I was watching Tank on Vlad TV, and he was bringing up a couple of good points. He was like, Lomachenko old, and that's true. He like 30 or getting close to 30. And
is he 30?
He said Tank said he was 30. I mean,
yeah.
Well, boxing, right? People can say they're young or whatever, but Tank said he was 30. He said he's 30 and he won these fights now. So he calling out everybody because he know the time is now.
Right. Because you gotta think too, man. He had like over 400 amateur fights. He spent a lot of time as an amateur.
Yeah.
Then a pro.
Yeah.
So
that factors into him not being young. Tank 23. They young. Robert Easter, they got these, some young kids who got time
to learn
for their career. But Lomachenko, like he won it right. He won it right now because his window was closing.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good little point. I never really, because Tank was like, he like Floyd didn't want him to take the fight. He like, I want to fight or whatever, but he said that it's no reason for you to rush your career. You're a young man. You know what I mean? You got time.
Yeah.
He his window closing, so he gonna call you out. He gonna antagonize.
Yeah, he want to take.
What I'm saying? Yeah, but
it's funny, y'all. Yeah, he's 29, so he turns 30 next month, February 17th. So when you hit 30, something changed some people. So
I mean, it's only a matter of time, man. Yeah. At 30, you're not like you was 25.
Right.
21, that's just a fact. It's just the way it is. You still dominant or fast or whatever you was, but it's still just a slight step slower. Step slower. It's just it's just the way it go. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it go. But with all the fights that's lined up, no matter any way you look at it, we're gonna be entertained because it's nothing really.
There's no bad fight right now.
And that's like another thing about the Keith Thurman. Okay, if he say 2 more fights, and then they'll fight. I mean, the boxing year is so stacked that I can wait. You know what I mean? It's not like it's nothing going on. You know what I mean? It's so much other stuff going on that okay, if he want to do that, but you got 2.
You got 2, man.
You only got 2. You know, and this is me coming from somebody. You know, I haven't. Like I said, watched him from the beginning where he was talking about how he wanted to unify and be undisputed and all this stuff because now you got the time to do that and then you stepping back. So
because it's like you say, man, all he need is those 2 because the first one gonna just get him back in the mix, and after that, the second one, you back in there. You know,
and I mean, and like I was saying the other day too, and that's still like a gimme. We don't have to give you 2. You know what I'm saying? You the champ.
Yeah,
you're the champ. You know what I'm saying?
You should find some way to win. Get healed up right. It's
like,
on you to prolong it. You know, he got to be like, hey, we gotta get this thing right. You know, but him, he's kind of relaxing too much. So,
like I said, if he wasn't the champion, it'd be different.
Yeah.
But I like I said the other day, I compared to the king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, is he going to tell his adversary, wait a minute, hold up. I need another year before I can battle y'all. You know what I mean? Right. Come on. When you wearing the crown, it's you know, you got a target on your back, and that's just the way it is.
Especially I mean, you got 2 belts, you know. Somebody gonna want to fight you, man. You got both of the belts.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's like him and AJ in that same thing. Where I mean, not so much as AJ is like I still need to learn and all that, but you the champ. I mean, we can't wait for the champ to learn. Yeah. We can't necessarily wait for the champ to heal up. Time goes on. You know,
because this is a heavyweight division, so people they don't want to take time to learn. They be like, hey, it's time to go.
It's time to go. I mean,
nothing. You know,
you walk around with the belts. That's a symbol of you ready.
You ready? Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, when you walk around with the belts on, man, I'm just saying, I'm not, you know, trying to get these guys a hard time, but I'm just saying it is what it is.
Yeah, especially when they talk, man.
Because they champs. You know, they got the belts. They got something that every other fighter in that division wants.
Yeah.
So it's not really no rest. Rest is retirement.
Rest is retirement. Here you just taking the needed break. But your mind still got to be right. You know,
you gotta be right. You gotta be right. You gotta be ready to go battle. I mean, it's just like, I mean, you know, a fighter say all the time, I fought a lot of times where I was 100%, but now you got to be 100% to take on Earl Spence.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because like I say, one breath he's saying this, another breath he's saying, you know, something else. But
and my question is why would you risk taking Sean Porter on again and not just go ahead and fight Errol Spence? Like I said, you mess around, Sean Porter beat you.
Yeah, win, because I mean, we look at Sean Porter last fight. Sean Porter looking real focused.
Yeah,
and he looked determined.
Some nice, you know, changes.
Yeah, and he looked like, I mean, he wants it.
Yeah, yeah.
He wants it. He put on the performance to say, you know, well, I want to be at the top. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Keith Thurman did that early, but now he at the top, and it's like he
kind of changed that tone.
Yeah.
Kinda, you know, shift gears a little bit, man.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, even just for conversation piece, I mean, the Floyd thing with him and the MMA, you know how we just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Just watching the clip of him doing that was very entertaining to see him do the little MMA walk across the cage or whatever. But I mean, come on, y'all, be real. That's not what boxing is about. That's not, you know what I mean? To each his own. I'm not like knocking anything or anyone, but that's like the last thing I'm really interested in seeing.
Yeah. it's
Floyd Mayweather in the octagon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the last thing I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah, and you gotta remember, people gotta remember Floyd. He crossed over, so it's just entertainment from there. It's not boxing. You know, that's why people report that as like some big boxing. It's just not. You know, it don't really. You know, it entertains us because he was a boxer. You know.
Right.
And it's kind of funny watching him in there, but like I ain't gonna entertain it like he about to get a fight deal
with
Dana White.
Man. Exactly.
You know, and get
trained up for man 40 years old.
40.
You know what I'm saying?
Going 40
he about to
hop
in the air. I mean, it's just even if he did it, it would be stupid.
It would be stupid.
So it's just like, I mean, it's not even really newsworthy as far as like really delving into it. It set the internet on fire yesterday.
About 14 seconds.
Yeah,
you know,
it was funny.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying. And I mean, you got to give it to Floyd.
Yeah,
he knows how to keep his name out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because people talking right now.
Well, it would have been funny if he started grappling with somebody.
Yeah, look. He started grappling. He getting there and chokes and make somebody tap out. That was a touching cake right there.
Oh yeah.
Look. Doing the John Jones crawl in the cage, you know, crawling in there, and then actually getting in there, making somebody tap out. He killed it right there. He killed it right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But as far as anything further than that, I'm not even really interested in. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I'm not.
It's apples and oranges. You know, MMA and boxing. I mean, I do like MMA, but it's apples and oranges. When I look at MMA, I don't think about boxing. When I look at boxing, I damn sure don't think about MMA. Those are two separate things for me.
But they still
it's combat sport, but it's two totally different things. You know what I mean? For me, so you know, even though everybody else seemed to be interested in that yesterday or whatever, and maybe today too, it was just one of the things I just got a good laugh at.
I did. Like when I just watched it, I was like, okay. It was just like, okay, so that's how he would look going in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if it was a real fight, would he look that confident? Would he look that confident going into a real
fight? And like I told you, it was just funny because how seeing that yesterday, we know he done watch some MMA fights and just know how to come in the ring and do what they do when they come in the ring. That's not boxing, but he did. Boxers don't do that in the ring. You know, he did some MMA stuff. So that shit was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It was funny. It was funny, but we got the Triple G Canelo rematch confirmed.
May 5th, right?
Did you see The Rock do the announcement for it?
No,
you didn't see that?
I didn't see that.
I seen it on the Boxing Voice. Actually posted it, but he's like, man, I'm a big fan of boxing, and they let me announce it. So he announced it. I thought that was cool. The Rock, they did that. Mm-hmm. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be, you know, much Showtime. We even talk about this card. They got all these fights. It's gonna be hard to top HBO. You know, they got like they just got that little spot they already have. You know,
HBO.
Like.
But think about it.
That is, you know, Canelo Triple G is HBO. So.
But that's probably like the only thing they got this year, though, right?
Yeah.
That's a big fight, but that's probably the only thing they got. I mean, they really gonna lose a lot this year.
I think it's going. I think gradually. Yeah, I think it is, but I think this fight still might top some of Showtime, man. I think
Showtime, but don't forget about the PBC thing. The PBC is going to put a dent in Showtime and HBO, and because they don't have enough. It's not enough fighters. All the fighters.
They don't.
Oh, without him, PBC.
Yeah, that's true.
So their pocket's going to get hit this year, you know.
It is. I just feel like this Canelo Triple G fight, of course, is going to be bigger than most of their individual fights on there at this point. But I think gradually, with what Showtime is building, they're gonna definitely top them. You know,
this is
definitely start. So
that's only because they got two stars. I mean, Canelo is a mega star.
Yeah,
you know, Triple G is a star, not a mega star. But, you know, he definitely that last fight have definitely opened him up to a different audience, I think, and more people know him now because of the last Canelo fight. That's because of Canelo.
Yeah, because of Canelo.
You know, but
and then just having The Rock, you know, announce.
Having The Rock announce it.
You remember the first fight, Sylvester Stallone did a commercial with Canelo, you know, he did that little beer commercial.
Okay, so, I don't remember seeing
it was like on Fox Sports. They were showing that a lot, you know, the last fight. So
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
so that's his date now, huh? Canelo's he's taking that date now. It must be Floyd's.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's a smart man. Yeah. I mean, but we gotta kind of give that another thing, you know, another one to Floyd as far as that being a prime boxing day. I mean, even though people fought on May 5th for years before that, but nobody locked it down like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, that was strictly my days. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
When he took it, nobody, you know, HBO, nobody dared fight on that date. You know, it was his. So.
Yeah, it was his. It was his. That's dope though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I mean, Canelo, you know, he is Mexican. This Cinco de Mayo weekend or whatever. I mean, it's a perfect thing for him to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I ain't mad at him for that. You know, and this May 5th.
Who you leaning towards, man?
You know who I'm leaning towards.
Of course,
man.
You
know who I'm leaning towards.
I'm still sticking with Canelo.
You know who I'm leaning towards, man. And the thing about it, like, I mean, even for me, I'm a fan of boxing. So I mean, of course, I know Canelo is a good fighter, a force to be reckoned with. I know he's a dangerous guy. He's a good fighter. Mm-hmm. It's just Triple G is something about him I like a little bit better. Not that he's a better fighter, but I just like his personality. Yeah, I like his style a little, you know, maybe better than Canelo. I mean, but being a boxing fan, of course I know I gotta respect Canelo. I mean, he's a star, mega star.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not, you know, pulling for Triple G in that way where I hate Canelo or anything. I like certain fights I'm gonna be pulling for Canelo. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I'm happen to like him better in that fight. But this one, you know, Triple G kind of been my guy, so I wanna see what happened or whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, the best man gonna win, and that's all I ask for.
That's all I want.
Know.
And you know, both guys, neither one of them is really dislike him. You know, you can't really dislike any of them. Like I like Canelo because he just come to fight, you know, and he don't really. For a guy that got all that attention, he don't really talk a lot, you know. I mean, it's probably because he's just still learning English, but he could talk in Spanish, but I mean, he just seemed like a guy that's kind of still mysterious. You know?
He seemed like a quiet guy, English or Spanish, you know. Even when he is speaking Spanish, he's not trying to have the attention of the room and be the center of attention. You know, when you watch 24/7, a lot of times he was just, you know, quiet, laid back, you know. So I think that is more of his personality. That might be one of the reasons why he not so interested in maybe learning English, because he's a quiet guy. I mean, if I learn English, I gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's like I'm still in the lane. I can be myself. You know, I mean, and you know how it is. Those guys be knowing English. They know English when they need to talk. Enough of it when they want to speak it. And I'm sure Canelo ain't no different. You know, I mean, like I said, Chavez Jr., I didn't know he could speak English. That sucker did a whole interview in English, you know. It wasn't the best English, but he did it. Yeah. So
he get by with it. But
I mean, you know, we got the Wilder and the Ortiz
fight March 3rd.
March 3rd, you know. So, which is an interesting fight.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, it's an interesting fight because I mean, a lot of people probably would say this is his biggest test.
Yeah, and
to this date.
Wilder. That definitely said biggest test. That and like we were talking about, like, why would somebody take that fight, him being testing dirty, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind it now so much because I honestly lost respect for Ortiz, you know. So he knew better than that to test dirty, you know.
But like I said, though, it just put me in the psyche of Wilder saying, man, whatever. If this is the fight, if I gotta beat this guy to put me in the position to get AJ next, whatever. Yeah. And I respect that too, because that's one of the things that I like about him. He fights, seem like he fight whoever. It ain't no turn this guy away, or he ain't famous enough, he need to earn it. You know, he fight whoever they really put in front of him. And I see he's still willing to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Where AJ saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I need a year, you know what I mean?
Because it really wasn't supposed to be Wilder fighting Ortiz, it's supposed to be Joshua.
Right.
Because Joshua, Ortiz was the mandatory.
Right.
So he was mandatory for his belt. That fight should have been happening before, this fight with Joseph Parker. So
yeah.
So he should be in there with him, but
so how did he wiggle out of that one?
It was politics. Man. It was even before testing positive. So yeah, it was politics. So got that other guy in there.
I mean, because right now AJ is just like the man in the game. I mean, because probably now that Floyd is gone, AJ is like the top dog as far as money.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? So
depending on what happened after this fight or the Wilder fight,
Yeah, but as of today,
he could choose. He seemed like a type that might retire because he might be like, hey, I've made enough. And if it go his way, he's definitely like gonna be next.
But I'm just saying, as far as like, he's like kind of like the cash cow in the game now, as far as money. So it's power that comes along with that. So he can pull strings and navigate his way through certain things because he is kind of like the man now as far as so and in that aspect, I mean, he one of the biggest draws. You got that power that comes along with that. You can do certain things. That another guy who ain't a bigger draw can do. So.
But shoot, that fight. Who are you leaning? I'm leaning towards Wilder to beat Ortiz, but how competitive you think it's going to be?
I mean, that's the thing. Like I told you, I mean, like we said, after he tested dirty, I really ain't even give a shit about the fight no more. But since it is going to happen, I mean, Ortiz is a highly skilled Cuban boxer. He definitely knows how to fight. And then he's a big man too, and Wilder is going to take more than that right hand, I think, to get through Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? He's that Cuban boxer. He's slick. He knows how to slip punches and slide. He's not just going to be standing in front of you, letting you tee off.
Yeah. Because for his size, he's like
he can move.
He's a big Laura,
Yeah, he can move to be a big guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be an interesting fight, I think. You know what I mean? Like I said,
and how do you think it was that last fight Wilder had against that Gerald Washington? There was some close rounds in that fight. Do you think that was just because of the rust, or do you think that boxing style might give him trouble, man? After seeing
I mean, we all know that. I mean, Wilder is the man, the champ, but he hasn't really been tested.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's beat a lot of guys, but nobody has really tested his mettle yet. You know what I mean? That's a testament that maybe he is pretty good, or maybe he just haven't faced.
I don't know why I can't see it in here, but I see Rogers in here. What's up, Raj?
Raj in here?
Yeah, I can't see it on this chat, but I saw it on my phone. He just said, make sure y'all talk about Danny Garcia running his mouth.
All right.
Let me go to this other page. I saw like two people, and I said, this. I don't want that echo in there. Yeah, there it is. All right. Oh yeah, what were we saying here?
Oh no, I forgot now.
Ortiz. No, Wilder not being tested.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, he's fought a lot of guys, but none of these guys have really gave him a good rumble, a good test. So it's still things remain to be seen about Wilder too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pulling for him, but I'm just saying. I mean, Ortiz being the type of boxer he is, it could be interesting.
Yeah.
and being a big man like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, as a fighter, Wilder, I like him, as a fighter, but I like fighters with holes in their game. You know what I mean? Like, dang, to say he don't have holes in his game, that's why I'm saying too. Yeah, it still looks like it would be competitive just because what I seen Ortiz do and just the type of style he brings, and just what I seen in the past against that Washington. It was like 4 or 5 rounds, a little bit of trouble there until he landed the right hand. So
yeah,
yeah.
I mean. And nobody's really saying he's a great boxer, Wilder.
No,
he's just winning. He's
a great knockout.
Yeah, he's a knockout artist. I mean, that's not discrediting him in any way or whatever. But nobody's really saying, "Oh man, this guy's." I mean, but he is a decent boxer. He is a good boxer and getting better.
Mm-hmm.
But
you just don't really get to see it enough because he knocks people out.
And
he never has to have to depend on it too much.
Really, show it. But this fight should be. We should see some of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Whistler got a pretty decent chin. I mean,
Ortiz.
Yeah, Ortiz.
Yeah. I've never really seen him hurt.
Yeah,
I've never really seen him hurt like Joshua or somebody. I've never seen him hurt like that.
Yeah. So what's that, man?
That's that delay. I gotta turn it down a bit. Yeah.
So I mean, that's Roger. He brought up a topic. Danny Garcia. He got a fight coming up with Brandon Rios. What you think about that fight,
I personally, if it was to happen, it was to happen. I don't care. But the fight is supposed to be a WBC eliminator. I'm not with that because I mean I like Rios. I like Rios, but I don't think he's in position for a championship belt.
Just out the blue.
Yeah, out the blue. Like if he was to beat Danny, okay, he beat him, but is he ready for a belt? Is he ready for a shot at a belt?
All right.
I think it's an exciting fight just because of the styles, but just on that level, like I personally would rather see Danny in there with Sean Porter.
Yeah.
That's who he needed to have his behind in there. He needed to be in there with one of them top guys.
I mean, I don't know where this fight really came into play at, but we talked the other day how Danny has became more vocal.
Yeah.
Than he used to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, one thing we talked about was his dad being like banned from the press conferences, so maybe he feels like he has to, step up and do some talking now or whatever. But we definitely seen a different side of Danny Garcia as of late, kind of more cocky, arrogant, I mean. And I mean, most boxers are cocky and arrogant, but that was never Danny's like demeanor. He was always just a quiet guy, so it's
kind of picking up his father's slack.
Picking up his father's slack. I mean, it is his dad, so I mean, I guess he got some of that in him, but the Brandon Rios fight that's not really just a walkthrough fight though for Danny Garcia. You think?
It's not. I mean, you still have to have some type of mobility to really beat him. Whenever Bradley beat him, he was still on his feet, in and out. But
Manny.
I didn't really see Danny as that type of fighter. He with his style, it's kind of like a
slugfest.
It's a slugfest. It's like a head-on thing, You hear us, Roger? I see him saying what he said. What's up? I thought he heard us when he said it the first time.
Raj, what's up, baby? What other fights on the PBC lineup you was feeling? What fights you really digging on that?
I gotta pull up that list because
they gave a 6 month fight schedule, right?
6 month fight schedule, like 14 fights. Well, yeah, that's the first one. Danny Garcia, Brandon Rios. I will watch it.
I mean, it's entertaining. It's on free TV.
Yeah, and then we said Wilder Ortiz. Jamal Charlo, he's fighting Hugo Centeno. This is one of his middleweight fights. Mikey Garcia and Sergey Lipinets. I really, this is a big one. I really want to see the on April 7th. Lara and her.
Yeah,
I really want to see that one.
Like you said too, and her looks like twice the size of Lara.
Dude, you see how he was like standing there, his shoulders,
he big boy.
wide. He's like a big. He's like almost a middleweight, super middleweight. Boy. I want to know what he walks around. Like
he big boy.
He's big. Boy. People talk about like Errol Spence being big, but he's big, and just the size of like Lara. I mean, Lara's getting older, but he still has more experience. So I just feel like that matchup. It's going to really have to be a fight for him. He's going to really have to fight for this one. I don't think he's going to be able to just move and stick and move with Jared, because Jared's kind of he's a tank right now. He don't mind taking a punch. So, and he's got power too. So that's what makes that fight interesting, man.
What about AB? And Figueroa. I seen Omar. He look big though.
Omar, yeah. You saw Omar in that Guerrero fight. He had some weight on.
Yeah, I mean, he had on like a suit. I mean, it like he was like in training camp or nothing. But he looked big.
He's big because he was fighting at like. It's crazy because he's fighting at 140, 135, 140. But like that fight when he fought Guerrero, he was like 147.
Yeah.
And he had a little stomach right there, so I was kind of like, yeah, he get big.
That's another thing they said too, and about Mikey Garcia. They said he comes down to 135, but they said he's big.
Yeah, he's big.
When you look at him, because he don't look like that skinny little
he ain't
frail
like
frame when you look at him, man.
No, he got a big head,
Yeah, Mikey probably fell out, because that's why they were saying, we talked about that before when him and Lomachenko or whatever. But Mikey can make that weight.
Yeah, because
he can make that weight.
If you would look at him, he looked like he could be a welterweight.
Easy.
He could be a welterweight easy. So okay, you can hear us. Okay, but back to AB and Figueroa. I don't know, man. I gave AB so many chances. I give him so many, I mean, really, I don't think he's a bad guy, because whatever he's doing to him, it ain't hurting me. It ain't hurting the fans, really.
Right.
It's on him to be.
Yeah, he's just hurting himself.
He's just hurting himself, and I don't really play into his antics, I really don't play into his antics. I just want to see him fight, and if he ain't fighting, I just kind of look the other way,
Yeah. But I'm saying this is another fight that if he don't come in there on this shit, he'll be another L.
If he don't come in 100% or close to 100%, he gonna lose.
It could be another L.
Mikey said he's not really spectacular, but
Who, Omar?
No, Mikey. When Mikey beat Broner, he wasn't really spectacular, but he came with that basic style that just beat Broner. And all you got to do is outwork Broner. All you got to do is outwork him.
Yeah, when he not throwing no punches,
because that's what
wanting to win.
That's what Porter did. That's what Mikey did, but
that's what I'm saying. It's not even that hard to do, because he's not throwing a lot of punches. He's not throwing a lot of punches. So I mean, it's not easy to really outwork a guy like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's not throwing a lot of punches. I mean, if you ain't knocking me out with the few punches you throwing,
because if he don't lose some of that weight and get be able to use his feet a little bit, he's just gonna be a sitting target to me. Like, Broner's most dangerous if you're trying to come in straight ahead. He's a good counter puncher, but when you're moving in and out so fast, all you need is just like one little click of speed more than him, and you can outwork.
And look, you think about even that pressure that Maidana bought.
Yeah.
That pressure that Sean Porter bought. He don't do good with that either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, Omar, he gonna be putting some pressure on him.
He gonna put pressure. That's all.
So it's one of them things. AB. We had to see what AB shows up that night. You know what I mean?
The thing about it too, man, is like, he keep getting these damn chances, man. He just and he has a good chin too. Broner has a good chin, man. He's taking some hard shots.
Sucker got a chin here because we ain't never seen him flat. We seen him drop, but we ain't never seen him flat.
Right back up.
Yeah, man. But I mean, Maidana, he took some shots from Maidana.
Took some hard shots, man. Yeah.
You know, even that shot to Maidana caught Floyd, where Floyd was like, that was kind of like he was like, he's like, that's the hardest punch I ever took. Kind of, he gave him his props. So I mean, Adrian Broner took a lot of them that night.
Yeah. Because he took that one, and that was one where the referee was kind of like watching Floyd. Remember, Floyd was kind of holding the rope.
Yeah,
he went back to the ring.
Rocked. It was the end of the ring. Thank God it was the end of the round. He rocked Floyd that bow.
And you know what I'm saying? That was one of them punches like that shows you Maidana. He's not just a when you talk a puncher, he's not just a wild puncher. He's setting punches up. Because all night Floyd kept doing that pull counter with the right. And that time he feinted. And he thought Maidana was gonna throw that jab, and Floyd stuck that head out. It was like bam, right on his chin, man.
Perfect shot.
Yeah,
perfect shot. Yeah, perfect shot. So, you know, I mean, AB he got to come on his A game that night. I mean, you know, I mean, it's not over for him, but he definitely need to get back in the win column. You know what I'm saying, and get that momentum going again.
Yeah. What do you think, man? You think it's his team, man? Or you think it's all him? I mean, if he had a better team, it seemed like they would be.
Yeah. But you know, we had a conversation a long time ago, and it's about respect.
It's respect, yeah.
I don't know who he respects in his camp.
Yeah.
But you need that guy, you know, like he said, I'm mad at Floyd fake, because I ain't talked to him in over a year. Floyd showing you respect. He's saying, dog, as long as you acting a fool, you ain't gonna be able to talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I done told you we had conversations probably, you know, I'm sure he probably tried to, you know, enlighten the brother or whatever, but this is the only way I can really get through to you is cutting you disappearing. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's just that type of thing, man. It's just that type of thing. He gotta go in there and use some of these God-given talents that he's been blessed with.
That's the thing, like,
and you know, run.
Yeah, he's got those God-given talents, like just natural power. You know, he had power at his weight, you know, and the boxing ability, and he just it was kind of like you were saying before, like they ain't really having the time to grow. He think he already made it off a couple of wins, off a couple of belts, you know, and kind of goes back to saying when you win a belt, you think you pound for pound great just by you moving up and down, you know, and not really fighting nobody, not really defending it.
Yeah, but that's true too. But that's because a belt comes easy today.
Easy.
Or it could come easy today. Back in the day, you wasn't getting no damn belt easy. Nobody was just fake giving you no belt.
Yeah,
you had to earn the belt. But now, I mean, a belt is easy to come by.
Yeah, because
you know.
You go back and look at Marvin Hagler. How long he said it take for him to get his first shot. You know, he had like 30, almost 40 fights before then. So these guys,
which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Lomachenko got his first title shot in 3 fights.
it was like 1 or 2 fights. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. So it's just it's a lot. It's a lot of bull crap. But it's a lot of good stuff going on in the sport this year as far as, you know, the fights that are lined up. Yeah. You know, so
before I forget, Tank, he comes back on that same card.
Yeah, him and AB on the same card. Yeah. You know, I don't know who he's fighting right now, but it'd be good to see him back in action. Tank.
Who else is on this card? Thurman. Keith Thurman is next in May.
Is that still a named opponent? Or?
No named opponent. May 19th. Still don't have an opponent. Him and Adonis Stevenson and Badu Jack. That's the same night. I don't even know. Like they said, he could have fought, you know, Jesse Vargas, which would have been a good comeback fight, you know. But I guess Jesse went on like Twitter. He didn't say his name, but he was just like, "You need to man up, you know, and take the challenge or whatever." But which is true, man. If the fight is there, that's the easiest fight you gonna get. You know, It was a comeback fight. I mean, you could fight somebody else, but it ain't really get you ready for what's to come, you know?
Yeah. What's to come?
Yeah.
Because it's a damn storm out there.
Storm, man. Like, I don't know that elbow, man. That elbow, I mean, yeah, it sucks you had that elbow surgery, but it's like you said, when you in this game, there's really no rest, you know?
Yeah, ain't no rest. Not when you the champ. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I say, if you just a contender or prospect, yeah, you can take 4 years off. Hey, you know, you ain't nobody, but when you got the belt, people want the belt,
belt, you better get in the rehab.
Yeah,
heal up quick. So you got to
you know you're gonna have to. It's like walking around with a big piece of jewelry on. People coming for that, and you got to be willing to fight. I mean, you know. So to speak, it's not the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, so people coming for the crown, and he got to be willing to fight them off. When people come and rob you, they don't say, "Oh, he too little." You know what I mean? A robber could be any shape or form. You know, I mean, I look at it the same way, man. He can't be okay. These dudes are in your weight class. That's the best you get. That's the best you get. They're in your weight class. But they come in, they want what you got, and you gotta fend them off. The champ don't get no rest, man, until retirement. Man.
And I think that's the thing, man, with Thurman. You know, we have to talk about that later. But it's just like it still feel like he ain't acknowledging that other belt, man. You got to acknowledge it, man, because this Errol Spence he's out him too. You know, he's PBC. So it can get done, you know.
Easy.
You can get done easy. So you just acknowledge he got the other belt, you know, acknowledge that, say I want this undisputed crown now. So I got to fight Spence. So make that the goal, man.
Yeah. But you know, after Spence's last performance, we see why he proceeding with caution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We see why he proceeding with caution. But you know, like I said, I mean, a champ is supposed to have a heart of a lion, man, and you know, willing to face anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so we seeing this guy, you know, showing signs that he don't really want to smoke. You know, with Errol Spence or whatever. So I mean, realistically speaking, though, at 147, who really poses a threat or problem to Errol Spence? I mean, you know what's in the back of our mind, of course, Bud, but we still need to see him and hit with Horn and see what he can do at 147.
Right.
You know how that works out for him with this Horn fight. But other than that, it's like, I mean, that's why I say it. I wouldn't mind seeing him at 160, but I would love to see him at 154.
Yeah,
I'd love to see him at 154
first,
You know, I'd love to see him at 154.
Yeah.
So then you got the Charlo brothers. You got one of the Charlo brothers. You got who? Boo Boo. Can Boo Boo do 154?
Yeah. You got Hurd.
You got some things that maybe could test him at 147. I mean, at 154. I mean, because 147, these guys are like, I mean, probably the majority of them are smaller guys coming up to 147 as opposed to a bigger guy coming down. I mean, the one exception maybe is Sean Porter.
Yeah, Sean Porter. You know, he's like, and even then he's got that frame, like a big frame, but he's not as tall. He don't seem as long as Errol Spence, you know.
Yeah.
I think the only physically bigger one was Kell Brook.
Yeah, and Brook, Kell Brook.
Now, really, you know.
Kell Brook.
That one, so.
And did you see the Amir Khan little debacle?
I didn't see it. I know who he got somebody coming up. What happened?
Oh, you didn't see the press conference?
No, I didn't see the whole press conference.
Yeah, I mean, it looked fixed or whatever stage, but the dude said something about Amir Khan's wife, and he Amir Khan threw some water in his face, and they got you know, everybody had to hold them back and stuff, but it didn't even really seem real.
Yeah, I mean,
because that dude he fighting, who is that? Greco? I
don't even know who Greco is. When I saw the guy, I was like, okay, this is a little comeback fight, man.
Because this is his first fight back after the Canelo knockout
2 years ago, man. And that's all people know now. They be like, all I gotta do is land that one hit.
Yeah,
he's out. But what do you think about Donna Stevenson and Badu Jack, man?
That's an interesting fight. It's an interesting fight, and
Donna Stevenson, he wasn't even there, man, at the press conference. I don't know where the hell he is.
He never be showing up to stuff.
Like he won with the belt and he didn't even show up.
Yeah, it been a lot of things that he hasn't showed up. They were saying, maybe I don't know, but as far as that fight, I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I mean, Badu Jack is he's a guy who seems to figure out ways to win. You know, it's not like he does anything great. He's not the best boxer, don't have the best power, don't have this, not the fastest, but he goes in there and figures out a way to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just really like him, you know, personality wise, seemed like a really cool guy or whatever. Adonis Stevenson, I mean, he do got that, what they call it, what's his right hand, what do you call it?
That left hand.
I thought he had a name for it or something, but he got that power that can make anything happen in the fight. And we know, you know, Badu Jack, he was stopped, you know, in the first round, you know, early on in his career, whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it's an interesting fight, and I would like to see Badu Jack pull that one out.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I like Stevenson when he's there, he's fighting, but he's just a strange champion to me, man. It's just like you don't see him enough. Like you don't see him active enough. You don't see him out there enough. Like, you know, Kovalev, like I said, you see him out there a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, but Stevenson is like, where's he at?
But that's what I'm wondering. I mean, but you got your champion, you know, of the world. But, you know, he's from Canada, so I don't know, maybe he's spending a lot of time in Canada. But don't they have outlets and blogs that could be getting stuff on him? You know, it is like he like isolated from the world, you know.
Yeah. Like he's being fenced in up there. But I'm like, no, you see others, you know.
GSP, Canadian fighters, UK, across the world. Yeah, so, I mean, Canada, I mean, shit, that's just up north.
But, yeah, I think Badu Jack, man, I kind of going for him. Just I feel like it's time for a different change of champions. You know, somebody that's going to probably do the belt good, you know, do the division good. I kind of leaning toward seeing him in Kovalev fight or, you know, Badu Jack and Kovalev fight, you know, or any of the other champions, you know, so. Yeah.
I mean, and the thing about it is like before the Andre Ward and Kovalev fight out, I'm like, damn, Badu Jack don't really want that in his life. But after seeing those fights and seeing that, you know, you can come up with a decent game plan and win against this guy.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a good enough boxer, so that makes that fight a little more enticing for me, and because Badu Jack is a thinker, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, he don't have the power and maybe the other things that some of the guys that weight class have, but he's a thinker. He knows how to win. So that'd be interesting, man.
And when he came up and took his first fight against that Nathan Clever, he did stop him. You know, he did win his first like heavyweight fight by knockout.
Yeah, so I mean, he got some pop.
He's got some pop.
Got some pop. You know, so that's another interesting one, you know. I mean, when I say interesting, I mean I'm gonna watch it and it's interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be a good fight yet. Yeah, you know, it could be wind up being a good fight. It could wind up not being a good fight. So I just say interesting because I'm interested in seeing what happens. I am interested because, like I said, that left hand of Stevenson is a game changer. You know, it can change a fight. One man you win it, and then boom, man. Boom, lights out.
But you know, Spence, he's gonna be back. He already announced his comeback on that same Showtime night, that live stream. He's coming back June 16th, man. So it shows he's ready now.
And that's what I'm saying. It's that easy. He can give you another fight date tonight at the end of a fight.
Yep.
You know, with other guys, we still trying to get a date when this is going to happen, when that's going to happen. I mean, it's certain guys in the game are just proven and by their actions that they really want it. And you know, Deontay Wilder, he's proven he wants it. Terrence Crawford is proven he wants it. Earl Spence is proven he wants it. Sean Porter is proven that he wants it. You know, there's guys out here who their actions are backing up the talk. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's guys out here, I'm not going to name them, who their action, their talk, their actions not backing up the talk at all.
No, man, because
you know
his fight was just that Saturday. And then he was back on the stand again, you know, to announce the next fight.
And that's the next fight.
That's what's crazy.
That's
like,
that's what's up.
That's what's up. I mean,
stopping. But that's what I'm saying. And these young lions, man, there's no reason not to be only fighting twice a year. There's no reason. Y'all young. You got access to the best nutrition and technology available right now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why are y'all fighting twice a year? I mean, I know the business aspect of it, but I mean, if I was a fighter, I probably want to fight more than twice a year.
Yeah, because you want to stay sharp.
Yeah, you want to stay sharp, you know, so, and that's what you do, you know. So I don't know, man. I'm just glad to see people giving us the looks like they want to do more than twice a year. You know what I mean? And Earl Spencer's giving us those looks that like, yo, if they let me do it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm allowed to do it, I'll fight more than twice a year. I don't know, you know, the parameters of contracts and all the stuff that, you know, behind the scenes. But these guys, you know, we really like to see them in the ring more than twice a year, especially, you know.
You know, we get tired of hearing them always saying the same thing, money ain't right and this and that. I mean,
it's getting
old.
At
this age, you know, you really don't deserve the money you think you deserve. You know what I mean? Like some fighters are thinking they deserve this big $10 million, $4 million check already. You know, it takes time to get there, you know? Or at least the right fights to get there, right performances, man. So, but was anything going on this weekend, man? Nothing.
Fight world, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I mean, what's the next thing we got? That's not Parker and AJ, right?
That's March 31st.
That's after Wilder and it's nothing before Wilder and Ortiz.
Just the Rios and that card, you know, Rios and
okay. I mean,
Garcia,
I mean the winner of that fight, what could be on the table for them?
Rios and
the Rios and
the belt. They get a shot at Thurman supposedly.
But Thurman ain't.
And see, that's the thing. It's going to line up. Okay, if he fights his tune-up fight, Keith Thurman fights his tune-up fight, then he fights Sean Porter, then he has to fight the eliminator of that fight.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What's going on right there? You know what I mean? That's what I say. So what's going to happen with the one that is? So it's another person in line for Thurman. I mean, Thurman, the line getting longer and longer.
That's why I said that Danny Garcia and Sean Porter should have been the eliminator. You know, just get it out the way. One of them guys, not both of them.
Yeah. I don't know what they was thinking with that. Yeah, just throwing Rios in the mix of that. Like you said, that would have been the smarter thing to do. Yeah. Just, you know, Garcia and Porter, y'all go ahead and hash that out. You know what I mean? What the world?
So, you know, Garcia can still pick fights, pick the fights he wants. So,
yeah. I mean, but you know, that they have the power to do that, but they really only kind of hurting themselves, you know, because when we look back in the history books and look at resumes and start talking about Hall of Fame talk and stuff like that, I mean, those are the things to me that really matter to beyond the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Roger Day don't want that smoke with Sean Porter. No, he don't, man. He need it though, man. That's what I'm saying. They need to have that fight, man. I don't understand why Thurman want to line up both of them again, man. Like I said, he fought both of them. Man. And like I said, you mess around, you gonna wind up losing one of them.
Yeah.
You know, there's a good chance you could. Because people said, like I said, there was some good portion of people that felt Sean Porter won that fight.
Right.
And then some people felt Danny Garcia did enough to win. I don't think he did, but
I mean, it was a close fight. At the end of the day, neither one of them really, it wasn't a dominant performance, you know, either way. I thought it was a close fight. And you didn't think it was a close fight?
I didn't think it was close. I thought you talking about Danny Garcia?
Danny Garcia and
I thought
Thurman.
I thought Thurman won that one more convincingly. You know, I thought he won that convincing. I would say it was probably like 8-4. 8-4, 7-5.
I mean, nobody really got hurt. No, it wasn't, you know, really. I mean, just landing punches, I guess. I mean,
I mean,
you know, that like I said, Thurman's win over Porter ain't gonna say they wasn't impressive to me. That didn't make me feel like, oh, this dude is a force to be rated. It wasn't. They was just when he just got by. It wasn't impressive. Like, he didn't drop him. He didn't hurt him. He didn't bust him up. It wasn't nothing.
It wasn't like Kell Brooks, I'm not Kell Brooks. Earl Spence.
It was Earl Spence. I mean, when you see this shit, you see, damn, okay, okay, that's different. Yeah. I mean, it's different. I mean, they both went the distance.
Even when he beat Peterson, because Dan Garcia couldn't beat him like it.
All right.
Lamar Peterson, he couldn't beat him like it. So,
all right. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I say. I mean, certain people out here doing things that are making louder noise than others. You know what I'm saying? And Earl Spence is one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Keith Thurman, he's the champ. But he hasn't been an impressive champ by no means, He just
not just the moves he's making. It's like, okay, he's defending his belts, but it's not like
in an impressive way. It's not in an impressive way.
Well, he ain't even defend him really because he just won this belt from Danny, so he hasn't defended it yet. Technically, he ain't defended none yet. So he's won his belts, but he hasn't defended them, and that's the part that I want to see. I want to see people defend the belts. Anybody can win them.
Yeah,
anybody can win things, man.
So I mean, that's why I say. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's why I never really. He didn't really hook me like that, Thurman, because I mean, like you say, early in his career, I guess he was having a lot of knockouts. But
he was.
Once he started really getting on the radar, it was just 12-round fights. I mean, he was winning, but it wasn't in emphatic fashion.
It was, it wasn't, like when he was first starting out, it was like knockout after knockout. He was putting on good performances, but of course, with the better competition,
as that competition started going up, they slowed down.
It kind of makes you see what you really have, if you're still really going for him like you used to.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, the knockout stopped.
Fighting stopped.
The fighting stopped too. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I mean, the competition went up. Now you're going 12 rounds with guys. And you're not really beating these guys up or, winning in dominant fashion. Right. And now here comes Earl Spence. Like a level above kind of these guys, will definitely coming with something different than Porter or Danny Garcia. And it's like Thurman probably saying, damn, can I level up like that? You know what I'm saying? Can I level up? Because, he like I say, he won those fights, but he shouldn't have felt like, I'm confident that I'm better than Danny Garcia and Sean Porter because I beat him.
A rematch, He shouldn't even feel like he need to give him a rematch,
But even him giving him a rematch didn't seem like a easy way out.
It do.
You know what I'm saying?
It do.
They was close fights. Now they close fights. Before he probably hard dominated them. Now they close fights. They do deserve rematches.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of talk right now, man. It's a bunch of talk.
Yeah. It is, man. It's not okay. Like back in the day when they used to want Roy to give James Toney a rematch, he had the right to say I don't have to because he won it convincing.
Right.
Something like that. That's convincing, but Keith Thurman, I really don't even want to see him do the rematch right now because I want to see Spence.
We want to see that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, anything else is just filler right now. Keith Thurman, we want to see you in the ring with one person right now. One person right now. Anything else is just an appetizer or a side. It ain't. It's not the main dish what we want to see.
And like I said, all he has to do is just acknowledge the fight. Just say it's going to happen. But whenever you kind of beat around the question, that's what kind of pisses people off.
Yeah. So I mean, first half of the year we got a very, very stacked.
Yeah, 14. That's like 14 fights in 6.
But is that including the Triple G and the HBO Showtime fights? That's just PBC.
That's just PBC side. That's 14 fights. We can see with them.
Yeah, so
and then they ain't even include like some of them little fights like Saul Barrera fight for a belt. Triple G and Canelo. So Yeah.
So I'm saying, the next 6 months, we're gonna have a lot to talk about, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of fights going down. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all tune in and give us some questions and let y'all give us y'all feedback on some of the fights. What's y'all favorite fights on the PBC lineup, or some of the fights that's lined up for the first 6 months, of the year? Let us know. To me, Ant, the fight that I'm looking most forward to probably in this whole 6 month lineup probably had to be the Triple G and Canelo. It's like, I mean,
okay. Now, what about on the PBC card?
On the PBC card,
PBC Showtime's card.
That's probably going to be, not that I'm looking forward to, but the most fight I'm interested in seeing is probably this Wilder and Ortiz, because I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Okay. But out of all the fights for the 6 month thing, I still think, HBO got a good one with that Triple G and Canelo. Yeah. That's just, it's not just because they stars. I mean, they stars and they be scrapping. This is gonna be a good scrap. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
it's not just the names.
That you saying that makes me say, earlier I was telling you that Canelo Triple G is still kind of going to beat out Showtime's card.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people thinking like there's a lot of people that want to see that. That's why it still might get more views than this actual card,
For sure.
Like, I think Showtime is in the growing stage. Like I said, ain't nothing on this card going to top that fight. No. Ain't nothing on this card going to top that fight.
No, not at all. I mean, first of all, they 2 stars bigger than any names really on there. I mean, Wilder, even kind of including Wilder. I mean, Wilder, he's still growing his fan base, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, Triple G, he got a stack of San fans, he got California fans, he got Mexican fans, Canelo got his whole Mexican fan base. So I mean, these guys definitely coming to the table with, a little bit more stock than the rest of the guys out there or whatever. But even beside all that, it's going to be a good fight. I mean, both guys fight. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a good fight.
It's not going to be no slipping. It's going to be a rumble.
Good. Yeah, it's going to be good, man.
That's that's worthy of being the best fight in the 6 month lineup for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, it's not about the star power. It's not about the names. It's about both of these guys are going to come to fight. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just like the first. I mean, the first one kind of didn't go the way we wanted, but I think this time they know the odds. I
mean, it didn't go the way we wanted as far as the judging, but I mean, the fight didn't disappoint as far as, I mean, people trading shots. I mean, it was entertaining. Canelo taunting, joking. You know what I'm saying? Triple G landing hella shots on him landing bombs on Triple G. I mean, it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was.
It was entertaining. Nobody got knocked out. I think that's what most people was looking for. Somebody to be knocked out, maybe. But it definitely was a good fight.
Oh yeah,
a good fight. I would love to see it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is just the first 6 months. That's crazy, man. I mean, they're really spoiled. We getting spoiled. I mean, I think last year still had like the best matchups, but I think a lot of these fights here, they're gonna kind of lead up to the next year matchups. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the thing, and this still is the first 6 months. Mm-hmm. We don't know what's the second half of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, it's not no big standout fights in the
it's everybody staying busy.
Just staying busy. That's what I'm saying. Staying busy. Staying busy. I mean, the biggest fight is going to be the Triple G and Canelo. And then to me, what biggest as far as effect on the sport would be the Ortiz and Wilder. What happens with that? You know? Those are the two, and the Jeff Horn and
Crawford. Yeah, see, that ain't even on either. That's a top rank thing.
That's top rank. So what is that? That's ESPN. But I'm just saying, I mean, it's still in the first 6 months?
Yeah, it's April.
So, I mean,
we got a lot of fights.
We're not really leaning towards any network. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just lean toward the boxing, so that's what I'm saying. We got Terrence Crawford fight. I mean, the first thing this
AJ and Joseph Parker.
Come on, dude. You know, we got all the top players really fighting that. We can't. Fighting. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, you can't follow on that shit.
Yeah, we just got.
Yeah, can't follow on that. Yeah, can't follow on that. There's a lot of good fights. I mean, ESPN is not free, but technically, you know, kind of free. You know, PBC is free. Yeah. You know, so I mean, we might have to try to shell out some money for, you know, this Triple G and Canelo. Hey. The AJ and Parker, I can see that another way. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Showtime? Showtime?
AJ and Parker. It might be like Showtime, but you know, if it's in the UK, it'll be over here like at 4 in afternoon or something. Yeah, it'll be like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's all I really got. And to be honest, you know, we really just want to throw some topics out that's going on right now.
Yeah.
You know,
just kind of it's like a wide range. I was just like kind of wanting to just discuss it. You know, it's really all over as far as fights. You know, it's just so many. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got. Man. What fight you want to see, Raj? He's still in there.
Still in there?
Yeah, I think yeah.
Well, I mean, if he ain't in there, if he's not in there, I mean, look, this is our first live. You know what I'm saying? We testing the waters with this live thing. People seem to like that, so
it's all like 3 or 4 people come to it once because they got some likes there. Raj probably won't, but that's somebody hit like again.
Yeah. So, but we be back again. It's like I said, this is just our first test run or whatever, but we be back with the same content, just and everything boxing. And so y'all tune in and engage with us. You know, we open to the questions, we open the comments, anything.
Yep.
You know, I mean, you come with the bullshit, we gonna handle it. But I'm just saying, you know, we definitely want to engage with y'all. We ain't looking for no negative energy though. But if you bring it, we got it. We got it. But
he ain't lying.
You know, but yeah, we looking to engage with y'all. So you know, let us know what's on y'all mind. Any fights y'all want to talk about, favorite fights, historical facts, science, anything. It's like I say, it's any and everything boxing.
Yeah, you know, not the usual, because like we said, always say, you know, we're in our own lane with this. So, you know, come with something real. Don't come with the same shit.
I mean, certain things we're just not going to talk about. We're not going to be talking about really the boxing and MMA. You know what I mean? Some of the freak shows and circus acts, we ain't really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Floyd Mayweather, he's a legend in the game. We give him all the respect in the world, you know. We gave him 5 or 10 minutes a day with the UFC thing or whatever, but we ain't really fit, you know.
Yeah,
he's a boxer. I don't want to see him, you know. So that's just where I'm at with. With that,
as I told you earlier, 14-second video ain't worth no hour. You know what I mean? We give him 14 seconds of what he did. So
I know.
But yeah, that's pretty much all we got. You know, this video gonna stay up, so you know y'all can just comment at the bottom and let us know what fights y'all want to see. You know, like I always say, my name's Ant. This is my partner, P.
Yo.
And again, shout out Raj for coming through. Little comments. We about to sign out.
Hey, Raj, you know you our guy, man. That's our #1 fan right there.
I know. All right, man. Peace.